Good morning and welcome to the official kickoff of the Tibbetts Brook Lake Revitalization Project. My name is Seth Mandelbaum. I'm the chair of the board of the Westchester Parks Foundation, and it's my pleasure to have everyone here this morning. We're thrilled to be here today to kick off the fourth year of the Lake Revitalization Project at Tibbetts Brook Park in Yonkers. This project started in July 2018 with manual pulling and is part of a planned effort to sustain the lake over the course of the next several years and ultimately restore it to its original state for recreational use. The work this summer continues to be made possible by a multi-year grant from Xylem Incorporated, a global water technology provider located nearby in Rye Brook, New York, and GA Fleet. And this is part of their long-term partnership between those two organizations, whose mutual goal encompasses the health of parks and waterways. Since this cleanup started a few years ago, over 9 acres of water chestnut was removed by machine and 28,527 pounds by hand. And this year we hope to clear all 10 acres. And we didn't plan it, but we just saw a gaggle of geese get into the water, which 4 or 5 years ago they probably would not have been able to do. Tibbetts Brook Park is critically important to the community in Yonkers as one of the largest parks in New York State's 4th largest city. Additionally, parks and waterways serve an important role in urban areas to give residents access to needed green space. Westchester Parks Foundation's efforts at the lake will eventually bring this area back to regular use over the next decade. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our Westchester County Executive, George Latimer.
Thank you, Seth. Thank you very much, Seth, and we want to thank the Westchester Parks Foundation for their leadership on this project. We owe a debt of gratitude to Seth and the other individuals who are here that are part of that team. We owe a great debt of gratitude to Xylem Watermark and to GA Fleet for their corporate involvement and sponsorship. And this is an excellent example of that public-private partnership where it is not government resources alone that accomplishes something, but it's private sector energy and private sector resources together to deal with a real problem. When you come here to see what the lake looks like with the water chestnuts, you realize that we have almost a perpetual challenge before us because nature puts before us this challenge every year. And to have this mechanical harvesting machine, which begins, I believe, on Monday, is a tremendous asset. And the resources for that, again, is part of that public-private partnership. But when you look at the young people that are out there behind me on those boats doing the work as well by hand, to the shoreline, it's essential that we have that energy and volunteer effort by these young people, and we owe them a debt of gratitude as well. I think this is a perfect example of what we face every day in wanting to have a clean environment. Many people talk about environmental issues, macro policy issues, certainly, the climate crisis and global warming, but sometimes protecting our environment is as direct as making sure that this lake can perform the work that it normally does for people to recreate, for wildlife to be able to use it, and for us to be able to enjoy it even from afar. So, Mark, thanks to GA Fleet, thanks to the work done by the Parks Foundation, and I have to throw a bouquet as well to our Commissioner of Parks, Recreation, and Conservation, Kathy O'Connor, and her team, because day after day we're at different parts of the county, and while there are many different departments of county government, everyone is essential to the operation. Someone's got to treat the sewage, we do it. Someone's got to, have a police function and a corrections function. But it may be the Parks Department of Westchester County that has the most public face to the people of Westchester County, providing them with a host of different recreational actions, whether you want to golf or walk through a nature center or go to an amusement park. And Kathy and her team manages that process day by day with 1,000 little impossible details and does it very professionally. So, Kathy, thank you. From that attitude of gratitude, I'm happy to be here today, Seth, to join you in this day.
Thank you. Thank you, County Executive Latimer. Now, the aforementioned Commissioner Kathy O'Connor, Commissioner of Parks and Rec for the county.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Seth. Thank you, County Executive Latimer. Attitude of gratitude, I like that. I'm going to say I invented it, but I think it really says it all. On behalf of the Parks Department, Commissioner, this is another example of, as everyone has mentioned, it's a joint effort. We work very closely with the Parks Foundation and then obviously other sponsors. But this is a wonderful example of us working together, making this park even better than it is right now. And what's really exciting is that coming this fall, which is not too long ago, too long in the future, every asphalt area that you see, and I'm sure you notice on the way in, we don't need speed bumps here. It's deteriorated. It is a brand new capital project that will be starting hopefully in September. The place is getting a fabulous facelift. So working with that, plus cleaning up the lake, plus just the usual things that happen here at Tibbetts under the supervision of the superintendent, Mike Tominelli, who was here. I don't know if he's still here. Here he comes. He does a wonderful job, and as everybody has mentioned, this is in the middle of Yonkers, one of the most densely populated urban cities in the county. And when you come here, people forget that they're even in Yonkers or they're even in a city because there's a million nooks and crannies here, a million benches that you can just sit, you can watch the water, you can listen to, there's a little waterfall behind me. And we also have a beautiful pool complex that was redone about 11 years ago now. And the numbers of people that are coming now, full families, mothers and fathers, and their teenagers coming to get on a tube and go in the lazy river, it's a fabulous experience. So coupled with everything that Xylem is doing with us and the GA fleet, and of course the Parks Foundation, we only can move forward and be better and better. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kathy. Now I'd like to introduce Emma Houseman, Program Manager for Corporate Social Investment at Xylem Watermark, to make a few remarks.
Thanks, everyone. I'm really happy to be here on behalf of my Xylem colleagues here in Westchester and beyond. We're just really excited to return this year for this important project. While Xylem's a global company, our headquarters are here in Westchester, and it's just been really special to us to be able to build these deep relationships here in Westchester through these local projects such as this one. We're really proud to partner with Westchester Parks Foundation and our channel partner GA Fleet to revitalize the lake here at Tibbetts. As you've heard, our goal here is really to restore this lake so that the natural ecosystem can once again thrive and our community members here in Yonkers can use the lake and enjoy it again. For some background on Xylem, we're a global water technology company with the goal of solving water through innovative and smart technology solutions. And our corporate social responsibility program, Xylem Watermark, our colleagues and our stakeholders work together using their time and expertise to solve water in their own communities and make more resilient communities. Around the world, our employees have partnered with over 300 local nonprofit organizations on unique water challenges in their own backyard. And unfortunately, last year, while the great work here at Tibbetts did continue and this project kept going strong, we were not able to come with our volunteers due to COVID restrictions. So I'm really happy to be able to be back here today and joined by actually 35 of my colleagues from Xylem and GA Fleet to once again get our hands dirty as part of this effort. So I'm really looking forward to getting out there in the canoes and waders later today and be a part of the hand-pulling efforts. And we know this restoration of the park will really benefit the community here for years to come and are just honored to be a part of this partnership. So together, we know we can solve water and make a more resilient community here in Yonkers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emma. And last but certainly not least, Erin Cordner, Westchester Parks Foundation Director of Community Engagement.
Hi everyone. As Seth said, I am Erin with Westchester Parks Foundation. Since I joined the foundation, thank you, in 2018, this has been my favorite project to work on. We're really excited to see the difference that the mechanical harvester has been making here, but we still need everyone's help. Water chestnut has been polluting these lakes for years, and we know that the harvester can't get to all the hard-to-reach areas. So we're grateful for Xylem and GA Fleet for providing this grant for the mechanical harvester, and we're thankful for their employees who are going to be on site here later today, actually hand-removing the water chestnut from the lake. We're also grateful, as you can see behind me, we have some special high school and college students here. Westchester Parks Foundation's Green Turn program will be operating here at Tibbetts Brook Park for a 2-week session. Our interns will be out in canoes and on land, hand-pulling the aquatic invasive species water chestnut from the lake. They'll also be joined from Camp Morty counselors in training that are working at a Tibbetts Brook Park here this summer. They will learn why invasive species are an issue for our ecosystem, the importance of stopping the spread, engage the community volunteers on site, and meet other students interested in caring for our environment. They will gain valuable field experience that will broaden their potential career opportunities and build their resumes. This internship provides students an opportunity to connect and develop a network amongst each other while serving the greater good of their local community and environment. Many of my favorite childhood memories were created while boating with my grandfather. I can remember feeling the excitement radiating from us both, and it's this feeling that keeps inspiring me to recreate this feeling for all community members within our parks. Not relate to boating specifically. Collectively, we're creating an opportunity for others to enjoy a favorite pastime and share that with their families. And for those who may be new to boating, this project creates an opportunity for new memories and experiences to be made. As a community, we can relate to that childlike wonder and joy that we expressed as children and that we witness in our children every single day. This project allows for that same feeling of joy to be re-experienced and passed down to generations to come. Many of our green terns also share this passion for boating, and they plan to use this project so they have the opportunity to do so again. And for the green terns that have never experienced this, their intention in signing up is to experience this and the potential it will bring to the community. Tibbetts Brook Park is the neighborhood park to many of our committed volunteers. These green terns are willing to work for free, out in the hot sun, getting extremely dirty, just to be a part of this experience. This really shows how important it is to restore accessibility to the lake for our community. Thank you for your time today. Thank you to Xylem and GA Fleet, the county executive, and the commissioner, Kathy O'Connor, for joining us here. And with that, we would like to take a group photo.